Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS BIZTOOLS. Welcome to Accountants Minute. Accountants, you are needed in the ESIC process. The early stage innovation company amendments to the Income Tax Act have instigated the first lot of publicity about a company that was actually going through the verification process. The company, a Perth company called Epic Delivery, had difficulties in satisfying the Australian Taxation Office that it qualified under the principles-based test. In an article written in the Financial Review last week, the company's co-founder was quoted as saying that the company had been unable to accumulate the required 100 points under the gateway test and then had to rely on the principles-based test. And the company had difficulty in satisfying the Australian Taxation Office initially that they had sufficient competitive advantage. And according to the company's co-founder, they then had about 10 separate communications with the Australian Taxation Office so that they could satisfy the ATO that they did have sufficient competitive advantage for their business. What this is highlighting is the need for adequate preparation before seeking a ruling from the Australian Taxation Office, and indeed before approaching an investor to see whether the investor will invest in a company. Because it's not necessary to apply to the Australian Taxation Office first. A company can prepare itself for a conversation with an investor, but investors will be just as tough as what the Australian Taxation Office obviously proved in Epic Delivery's case. The key components of the principles-based test that Epic Delivery and all other companies will have to satisfy include: is the company focused on the development for commercialisation, a new or improved product, process, service, organisational or marketing methodology? The key word in that is commercialisation. Does the company have high growth potential? Is the product scalable to a wider market? And does the company's products give the company the ability to address a broader than the local market? And the test that Epic Delivery had difficulties with apparently: does the company have sustainable competitive advantage? There's no doubt that the principles-based test is significantly more difficult for most companies than what the gateway test will be. But for many new companies, the principles-based test will be the only way to gain admission as an early stage innovation company. So what does all this mean for accountants? I think it presents some exciting opportunities for you to develop a new income stream, for your firm to become one of what will not be thousands, maybe a few hundred accountancy businesses in Australia who are experts in the ESIC process. And this legislation, ESIC, hopefully is just the beginning of a whole new era of legislation in Australia which will encourage investors to invest in local start-up businesses. Hopefully next year we're going to have the crowdfunding equity raising legislation passed by the Parliament so that it's able to be used also. So for an accountancy business there is a great opportunity because these companies will require a lot more assistance, not just in undertaking this ESIC accreditation process. It opens the opportunity for advice in research and development, mentoring them for a accelerating commercialisation grant application if they wish, and then the investment readiness phase, budgets, cash flow forecasts, business plans, information memorandum, investment pitch mentoring. It's a very significant new income stream. Please have a good look at it and decide whether your firm is prepared to invest not thousands of hours, not even hundreds of hours, but obviously some time in understanding all of the processes. In that regard, we can assist you. ESS BIZTOOLS has developed a full product package on all aspects of the early stage innovation company legislation to assist accountants and business advisors to be the key professional service providers to these companies. So we would invite you to visit our website www.essbiztools.com.au to register for an article on the ESIC process. And why not join ESS BIZTOOLS, subscription to the ESIC process, and start using the special seminar webinar that we're prepared for you to promote your interest in this whole new area for your clients and prospects. If you have any questions on any aspect of how you can create an ESIC experience for your clients and prospects, please don't hesitate to contact us. Have a great day. Goodbye.